Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So, Clark, when a team faces the front end of a back-to-back, what changes in their approach?
You know, by and large, I think they play it normally for the most part, Kevin. But if they are up big or down big with a quarter to go, I think that's when they might consider thinking about tomorrow.
Now, here's Patterson. Down low, here's Pippen, and it's Pippen with the jam.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Now, here's Van Exel. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Driving in, they double-team Nowitzki. Misses the baby hook. Daniels with it. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Over Finley. Pippen, no luck. Dallas with the ball. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nowitzki with the ball. From the arc. Offensive rebound. Bradley kicks to Nowitzki. Nowitzki draws the double. Pass to Van Exel. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly not the tallest guy in the league, more like one of the smallest in the league. But Nash figures out ways to do damage inside.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first.
What you love about Nash, he's a coach on the floor, dictates the pace, always in total command of his team.
And the Mavericks making a change here. LaFrance is checked in.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Pippen sets a screen for Stoudemire. Pass to Pippen. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
Nice timing on the rejection from Dirk. His teammates like when he hustles on the defensive end like that.
Mavericks making a switch here. Franklin's checked in.
Trent Franklin.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Daniels. Here's Randolph outside for Pippen. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Patterson. It's Pippen on the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Pippen's got his second basket of the game.
Nice shot off the catch there. Pippen shows you a little bit of everything every night.
Here's Van Exel. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Randolph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Antonio Daniels.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
Now, here's Van Exel. Pass to Nash. The tray. Drops in the tray. Nash has got 5.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
So timeout called here. The first for Portland.
Here we go. Please give it up for your
A different look for Dallas. Nowitzki's checked in for LaFrance. Williams comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Johnson in for Nash. Here's Stoudemire. Randolph passes to Stoudemire. Pippen with a wide open look. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. 6 points here for Scottie Pippen.
I think this is one of the sweet spots for Pippen's jumper. He thrives in the mid-range game.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Another three for Dallas.
Pure shooting ability on display from Nowitzki. I promise it's not as easy, folks, as he makes it appear.
Pass to Randolph. Mavericks with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play tonight.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Stoudemire, the pass to Randolph. Tries it from 9. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
The D must be better, or else he'll continue to hurt him down low.
Johnson outside. Pass to Nowitzki for 3. They get it again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Jones checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Portland leading. Pass to Daniels. Stoudemire outside. Randolph, a screen on Johnson. Lock at 6. Stoudemire with the ball. Williams picks him up. Pippen for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pippen's got 9 points.
Scottie Pippen, a dependable shooter from here now. Like how he gets his feet set first. That's fundamental, but essential.
And he drives in. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Johnson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. High post try. Dallas again missing.
With the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Daniels with it. He's against Williams. Williams with the block.
Great anticipation defensively. He was all over that.
Johnson kicks to Jones. Back to Johnson. Driving the lane. A second chance effort. Pass to Van Exel. Screen by Jones. Shot from the wing. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pulls it from the elbow. Pippen can't hit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Van Exel against Patterson. Van Exel passes to Franklin. Back to Van Exel. They set the pick. There's the drive, and that one drops for him.
That is Nick the Quick for you right there, using that trademark speed to do damage on the drive.
Johnson against Stoudemire. Pass to Daniels. Drains the 3-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Here he goes. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Detroit. Here's Pippen. And Franklin pulls it down. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now Van Exel. Here's Jones. Kicks it out to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Here's Van Exel. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Van Exel's got his second basket of the night. Portland leading by 3. Stoudemire outside. Pass to Randolph. Plays it up and banks it in. Randolph's got 6 points.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Screen by Jones. Here's Franklin. Poke loose. Pippen feeling it out a bit. In the corner, Daniels. A three-pointer off the mark.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Van Exel with it. He's picked up by Pippen. It's good. 6 points for him.
And good work there from Van Exel, finding some space inside and exploiting it.
The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Here we go. Please give it up for Dallas Dancers.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Back to Daniels.
Dallas foul call.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him. LaFrancis checked in for Dallas. Both free throws good from Daniels. Mavericks trailed by 5. Nash outside. Pass to Nowitzki. Over Woods. Second shot opportunity. And here's Nash. He's got 5. Back to Nowitzki. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nowitzki's got 6.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
Daniels dishes to Wells.
When Wells stays in control of his emotions, he plays with a lot of energy and a bit of an edge. He's really terrific.
Portland shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That free throw missing. Patterson, he's checked in for Portland. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trailed by 3. Nash outside. It's Nowitzki on the wing. Really left alone that time. That's now 8 points for Nowitzki.
Something that Nash really excels at, his awareness of finding open teammates is incredible.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Inside, out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Maharaj checked in. Anderson, he's checked in for Portland. Nash, the pass to Finley. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Anderson kicks to Daniels. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Woods the pass to Anderson. 6 to shoot. To the paint. LaFrance pulls it in.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Bell with the screen on Patterson. Nash the pass to Bell. And stolen by Patterson. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Finley. And there's a whistle that goes on Raja Bell. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Wells is checked in.
Number 6, Bonzi Wells.
51 seconds left in the first. Back to Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Patterson. Over Bell. Patterson, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Bell. He has yet to score. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Patterson can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Now, here is Bell. Nash with no one around. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Over to the wing. Here is Nahara. Here's Finley. Pass to Nahara. Back to Nash. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Trailblazers leading by 3. It's Anderson with the drive over Nash. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Nash. There's the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Dudley. Misses from close range. The Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Nash outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Nash has got 8 points.
And the quickness of Nash's game, just taking a shot there before the defense has a chance to react.
Dudley with a screen on Nash. Pass to Wells from deep. And the rebound goes to Nash. The Mavericks trail. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Jacks up a 3. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Deep 2 from Anderson. Rebounded by Nahara. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Patterson against Bell. Back to Nash. There's the triple. Here's Finley, who's back up, and the layup is up and in. It's all knotted up.
A variety of ways for Finley to attack you inside.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers.
Timeout.
Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. LaFrancis checked in for Brantley. Nowitzki comes in for Finley. Griffin's checked in for Raja Bell. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. Now here's Wells. Woods the pass to Dudley. And here's Anderson for three. Buries it from three-point range. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter. The NBA draft is in the summer, but Greg, we already know who the first overall pick is going to be. A kid named LeBron James.
Yeah, we've known that for a couple of years now. He's been on every magazine cover. LeBron's a special player, almost magic-like when it comes to passing with size.
Here is Anderson after Dirk Nowitzki's bucket. Anderson outside. Here's Patterson. And the three off target. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Johnson against Anderson. Johnson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Nowitzki. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Anderson against Johnson. Anderson's shot is off. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Johnson. Hasn't made one yet. Nowitzki outside. Here's LaFrance. Nowitzki kicks to Johnson. Back to Nowitzki. Nowitzki with the screen on Anderson. Johnson. It's blocked. Wells with it. Pass to Anderson. And here is Patterson. Fires for three. Portland no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Johnson. So they take the lead. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
Well, to be a legit NBA player, you have to make those the tough ones.
Anderson wide open. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Mavericks leading. Right side, Griffin. Nowitzki looking around. Johnson outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, and Johnson out there just orchestrating the offense. An unselfish point guard with a commanding presence.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Nice possession, working it for a great look.
Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Knocks it loose. Pippen with the steal. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
Randolph was an Indiana State champion coming out of high school, so you know the pressure of the NBA doesn't bother him. And there's nothing more intense than that when you talk about that Indiana high school tournament.
Antonio Daniels checked in for Portland. Stoudemire comes in for Anderson. Johnson outside. Pass to Nowitzki for the three. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet. Nowitzki's got 5 points in the quarter.
How do you want it? Nowitzki can give it to you inside, outside, in between, off the dribble. I think that covers it all, doesn't it?
Then for three. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Griffin, still without a basket. Pass to Nowitzki from downtown, nailed from three-point land. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Love the response from Dirk, wasting no time answering with his own triple.
Stoudemire against Johnson, tries it from 19, and Pippen with the basket. The assist by Stoudemire. Pippen's got 16 points.
Great court awareness there to find the open man.
Stoudemire against Johnson. Pass to Nowitzki. The shot, no good. Nice D from Pippen. Daniels with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. Daniels kicks to Wells. Stoudemire the pass to Randall. Puts it up from 17, and again it's Portland converting.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now Johnson. Nowitzki outside. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Love how Nowitzki goes right up with it when he's this deep. I mean, not giving the defense any time to react.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. LaFrenzi's checked in for Franklin. Bell comes in for Finley. Van Exel's checked in for Griffin. And it's Nash in for Johnson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Patterson, he's checked in for Wells. Now here's Pippen. 16 points for him. To the middle, looks for Randolph, gets it to him. And then Randolph slams it in.
Making the effort to create for his team. Pippen uses the pick and roll flawlessly.
Dallas has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Nash from 18 feet away, and it's Portland with the rebound. Randolph's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Bradley's checked in for LaFrentz. Franklin comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Finley in for Bell. And here is Van Exel. He's got 6, and here's Nash outside, and it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Stoudemire dishes to Pippen. Randolph passes to Stoudemire. Daniels from outside does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. Now here's Van Exel. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Nash. Lock at 6. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Nash. He's got 8. It's to Van Exel. Lets the 3 fly. Brandley kicks to Van Exel. Into the lane. Rejected by Randolph. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance. The shot comes out. Dallas has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. They get Antonio Daniels, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
Stoudemire, the pass to Randall. Over Bradley. Camp it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Zach Randolph. Mavericks shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Looking to end his cold spell. Sinks that one from the post. And Exel's got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here is Daniels. He has 5. Here's Randolph. Tries again. Out to Stoudemire. And it's Pippen at the elbow. Pass to Daniels. Outside Pippen. Picked by Randolph. Pippen, the pass to Randolph. And the rejection by Bradley. Here's Finley. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Michael Finley handles everything you want a 2-guard to handle at both ends.
For Dallas, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Stoudemire outside to the paint. Here's Randolph. Bradley with some nice D. Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Finley. Pass to Nash. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, that's a great job by Nash, just earning that call. He makes the defense so uncomfortable.
The Mavericks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Stoudemire. No scoring in this one. Pass to Pippen. Randolph sets a screen for Pippen. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
This is a big-time game for Scotty offensively thus far. He's setting a high bar for the rest of the guys on that end.
Now here's Nash inside. Daniels with it. Now Patterson. Back to Daniels. Randolph, a screen on Van Exel. Daniels passes to Randolph. Nash outside. Takes it off the glass. Nash has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is Nash's bread and butter, his decision-making in the pick and roll. Masterful.
It's Pippen on the wing. Down low, a fadeaway. Randolph can't hit. Mavericks leading by 6. Nash outside. Pippen with the steal. And here's the fast break. Patterson dishes to Stoudemire to the inside. Here's Pippen. That shot off. Nice D from Nowitzki. Dallas has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Puts the move on. Bradley kicks to Nowitzki. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. LaFrancis checked in for Bradley. Trailblazers trail by 6. Now Stoudemire. Still scoreless. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 5. The Mavericks pull it in. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Nash against Stoudemire. Van Exel with it. Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Randolph inside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games, and we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
Now here's Nash. He's got 12. Van Exel with a screen on Stoudemire. Here's Nash. Just to Van Exel. Off target at the rim. Trailblazers trail by 3. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, he just erases the shot there with a well-timed block.
Here's Nash. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Nash has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, yeah. Finley can do this, too, now. Not just score. He can set up other people as well.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
A different look for Dallas. Jones checked in for Franklin. Williams comes in for Michael Finley. And it's Johnson in for Steve Nash. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pippen kicks to Patterson. Pass to Daniels. Now Stoudemire. 5 on the clock. Now here's Randolph. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Portland again missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute them because his shot making is not happening right now.
They get the rebound. Jones out to the wing. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Trailblazers trail by 5. And here is Stoudemire. Still yet to score.
Avery Johnson. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Pippen. Now here's Patterson. Randolph, a screen on Williams. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, the D has to show a little more resistance down there.
Johnson kicks to Van Exel. Back to Johnson. Stoudemire grabs the miss. Stoudemire's got his 4th rebound in this one. Patterson, that's good. And it's now only a 1-point Dallas lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Some changes. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for LaFrance. And it's Bell in for Van Exel. Johnson surveying the floor. Nowitzki outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Stoudemire against Johnson. Stoudemire kicks to Patterson. A miss that time would have put him up. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Johnson. Nowitzki sets a screen for Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the shot. And that's now 20 points for Nowitzki.
Hey, that's on the defense right there. Can't let Dirk get the positioning he wants inside.
Daniels kicks to Stoudemire. Back to Daniels. From 10 feet out, the Mavericks pull it in. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Here's Johnson. Pass to Nowitzki. The 3. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 5 assists tonight.
Making it rain a little from outside.
Down low, here's Patterson. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 6. Johnson with it. Nowitzki with the screen on Stoudemire. Here's Johnson. Pass to Nowitzki. The kick out to Williams. Another shot. The Trailblazers pull it in. Patterson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stoudemire wide open. Hits the 3-point bomb. Stoudemire's got his first 3 points of the game.
Man, I like watching Stoudemire stroke it from behind the arc. Has a nice touch on these deep shots.
Now Johnson. And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. LaFrance, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Portland also making some changes. Dudley's checked in, and Wells is subbed in for Stoudemire. Here's Johnson. Five to shoot. Pass to Nowitzki. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Al-Harraz checked in. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Johnson. And here's Anderson for the tie. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. And here is Johnson. Nowitzki outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look for Dallas. Franklin comes in for Nowitzki. And Van Exel subbed in for Bell. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Anderson against Van Exel. At the top of the key, Wells over Nahara. For the lead, it's blocked. Johnson outside. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Dudley. Dudley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Daniels. Out left to the wing. It's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Woods. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Franklin's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Now, here's Johnson. Inside, Van Exel. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Van Exel's got 13.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Now, here's Wells. Guarded close. Pass to Daniels. Anderson up top. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Wells. He's guarded closer. Portland, no good that time either. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Van Exel. 13 points in the game. And he converts the layup. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
Oh, making clever play calls to beat the D. That pick and roll is classic.
It's stolen by Van Exel. He's got a clear path. Drops in the breakaway layup. 17 points in the game. Trailblazers trail by 6. There's 53 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Wells. And Franklin pulls it down. Franklin's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. There's the screen. Here's Van Exel. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you look at Van Exel, and he has tremendous speed and dexterity with the ball, and he knows how to get people out of their seats with this flashy style of play. He's a fun guy to watch work.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Finley's checked in for Franklin. Bell comes in for Eduardo Nahara. And Griffin subbed in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Portland. Smith has checked in. Now here's Anderson. He's got 8. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Anderson's got 10.
Using his handles to shake himself free, and it's smooth sailing from there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Finley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. A 3 from Anderson. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks ahead, leading by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. pass to Smith to tie it up. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Smith. And it's a tie ball game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here is Anderson. Steve Nash making his last shot. Dudley, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Bradley's checked in for LaFrance. Good on the second free throw. And here are the Mavericks now. It's a one-point game. To the middle, it's tipped. Here's Bradley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Trailblazers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Anderson outside. Pass to Woods. Nash against Anderson. Here's Wells, and that one drops. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
To the paint. Here's Van Exel. Goes back up. Out to Nash. And he uses the glass on the layup. Nash has got 10 points here in the second half.
And the quickness of the release, very impressive from Nash, especially when he gets inside.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Bell. It's to Van Exel. Got a piece of it. Back to Nash. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Van Exel no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Now here's Wells, defended by Bell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Dudley, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And he anticipates the contact and gets in good position to get the call. That was just smart, tough basketball.
That free throw, no good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Franklin's checked in for Bradley. Nowitzki comes in for Griffin, and it's Finley in for Bell. And he sinks the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Nash, the pass to Nowitzki. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. 25 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
You got to try to keep pace with Nowitzki now. Once he sets that pick, he's looking to get the ball back with the hard cut.
Dudley with a screen on Van Exel. Smith kicks to Anderson. Good on the triple. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
Looking dangerous from deep.
The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Nash against Anderson. Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Nash. Stolen by Anderson. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Nowitzki with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Franklin. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Van Exel, a shooting guard and a point guard's body, that time creating for his teammate.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Pass to Wells. Anderson with the screen for Wells. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for Dallas.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Griffin's checked in for Van Exel. Pippen's checked in for the Trailblazers. Portland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 4. Back to Pippen. Over Nowitzki. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Anderson. Anderson's got 3 assists now in this one. Nash against Anderson. Here's Nowitzki. Outside for Griffin. Second shot opportunity. Unable to get that one.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Randolph, a screen on Nash. To the inside. And Randolph slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Patterson, he's checked in for Wells. Then finds Nowitzki. Tries again. Can't get the layup.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And a look out how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Nowitzki for 3, sinks the three-pointer. Nowitzki's got 10 points in just the second half. Trailblazers leading by 4. Pippen kicks to Patterson. Pass to Randolph. Now here's Pippen. Plenty of space. Patterson, that's good.
And this is how unselfish Pippen can be, wanting to find his teammate.
Dallas has gone 1 and 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Griffin. Nash with it. This one for 3. The Trailblazers pull it in. Randolph's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. They throw good, Randolph.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Mavericks trailed by 8. Griffin with it. Nash outside. Back to Griffin. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Michael Finley's combination of size and athleticism and skill, too much for the defense to handle there.
Van Exel's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Pippen. Randolph sets a screen for Pippen. Pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 5, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Mavericks shooting 40% in the fourth. Nowitzki with the screen on Stoudemire. Nowitzki right side. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
Hey, he's not a high flyer by any means, but Nowitzki still can throw it down on you.
Now Stoudemire. No good with the layup. Pass to Finley. Down low, Nowitzki lays it up off the glass. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Patterson. Pippen finds Randolph. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Randolph, a screen on Van Exel. Pippen for three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nowitzki for three. It's hauled in by Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th rebound in this one. A 3-ball. Kept alive. Randolph can't hit. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Now here's Van Exel. Not a lot of room. Pass to Nash to take the lead. And the 3-ball is good. Nash has got 21.
Look, we know Nash is extremely unselfish, but he's also unafraid to call his own number, something he's been doing all night here.
Daniels with it, covered by Van Exel. And here's Daniels. Stoudemire outside. Here's Pippen. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. 22 points for him.
Boy, that's leadership right there. Coming through in the clutch. Pippen knocking it down in a big moment.
Nowitzki with the screen on Stoudemire. Stoudemire against Nash. Pass to Nowitzki. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 6th assist on the night.
When you need a big-time bucket, Dirk is as good an option as anybody. He's definitely got that clutch gene.
Timeout, Blazers. Check in for the Mavericks. Johnson comes in for Steve Nash. And the wait is now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mo Cheeks was talking about with his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Nowitzki. Count that one. And now it's a 3-point Maverick lead.
Crucial basket for this team. He gave him a shot in the arm with that one.
Stoudemire against Johnson. Stoudemire dishes to Pippen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now 24 points here for Scottie Pippen. 1:52 left in the 4th. Here's Van Exel. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
And Van Exel is a gamer, someone that embraces those big shots.
Inside, here's Randolph. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randolph's got 9 points now in just the 2nd hit.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Timeout, Mavs. Here's Van Exel. They set the pick. He takes it in, and the layup's good off the glass. Van Exel's got 23.
Cool as they come in a tight spot like that. Great pulls.
Now here's Stoudemire to the left side wing. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And guys, part of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Nash is checked in. No good that time. Here's Stoudemire. Outside for Randolph. Nowitzki against Pippen. 6 to shoot. Back to Randolph. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's what good passing gets you. Jumpy defenders.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-6 run. Nash, the pass to Finley.
Good! Finley so confident and no back down whatsoever in his game, even when the pressure is turned up.
Timeout, Blazers. A different look for Dallas. Franklin's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Bell in for Van Exel. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Stoudemire. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here is Nash. Pass to Bradley. Back to Nash. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Franklin. Good!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Okay, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
.12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
Portland ball.
.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Stoudemire. Stoudemire missing again. So a close game sees Dallas taking this probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.